Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am very excited because I am using the Moonlit Marsh palette. This is from a brand called NBA Cosmetics and also a collaboration with Instagram user Basket Case Beauty on Instagram. They create gorgeous looks and they just are the inspiration for why I wanted this. So I bought it as soon as I could. Of course, I will have close-ups and swatches of this palette, but if you're not following Basket Case Beauty on Instagram, I think you should go follow them, especially if you want inspiration for this palette because they are constantly creating beautiful looks. I wanted to support, so I picked it up and I'm so happy. I'm gonna create 2 looks with this and I hope to create more looks with it future me because I have a lot of things to do this weekend, so hopefully we can fit this and a bunch of other palettes in. So I have like visions of what I want in my head. Hopefully we can execute. Hopefully. I've never tried anything from this brand, so this is a first for me and for you. So I'm gonna prime my eyes and we can get started with my eye look. My brushes are clean. They're just very much stained from the Glamlay and Kiss palette, so if you haven't seen that video I recommend checking it out because that was, first of all, it caused an injury, but second of all, it was just a fun eye look with that palette, so I recommend checking that out. It was fun. But for this eye look, I think I'm gonna do green. So I'm gonna start with this shade called Dragonfly, and I'm gonna start packing this like on my crease, but like on the outer edge, kind of stopping in the middle. I've been in a funk, but now that spring's here, I feel like I'm much happier. I feel less anxious and I have more freedom. I feel like it's honestly, I've been waiting. I've been like, when am I gonna get out of like the winter blues? And I feel like I'm finally there. I've actually applied very nicely and it blended out pretty nice. I now want to take this shade called Pollywog in the palette. It's this bright green. The last bright color I took did not work for me, so hopefully this one does. I'm going to apply this towards the inner corner, kind of blending it into that other color. I kind of want to take the shade Pollywog and kind of blend out the Dragonfly shade so it has more of like a green kind of tone to it. I'm going to take a clean blending brush and kind of blend these edges out. I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer. I'm going to throw this on my lid. I'm gonna take the shimmer shade called Moss in this palette and it looks so pretty. I'm so excited. Oh, they feel so nice. Look at that. That is so pretty. That is stunning. So I'm gonna take Moss and I'm just gonna, just gonna spread it out all through my lid. That is so pretty. I love how this sparkles. Basket Case is known for like super ultra sparkly looks, and you guys know I love like that whole vibe. I'm just putting this all throughout like the middle towards the end because I am gonna deepen it up, but I want to make sure it's all sparkly first. This is so pretty. The amount of like foiliness and sparkliness and metallicness is kind of crazy. I'm gonna take the shade Nocturnal and I'm gonna use this to deepen up the outer edge. I'm gonna take like a little bit of it and kind of, but I'm ultra loving the sparkle everywhere. Many might disagree, but I love a good sparkle. I'm gonna take the original blending brush that was clean and just kind of like blend all of this together. I want to take the shade Moonshine. Hopefully it'll like go, but like I want to take it into this inner corner. Oh, I love it. So pretty. Again, I'm just gonna take that original blending brush and just blend everything together. Just marry everything together. I'm going to take a flat brush and the shade Nocturnal and I'm going to use that to line my top lash line. I'm going to pop on a pair of lashes and I'll be right back. I feel like a fairy. This is beautiful. I'm in love. Look how pretty this looks. I'm obsessed with the green. Obviously, it's been a green month. Obsessed with green right now, I guess. I'm going to try to do something a little different on the next eye look. So I'm going to prime my eye and we can get started. For my next eye look, I'm gonna start with the shade Minnow. Kind of just want this to be like my crease color, so I'm just gonna add this like right on the crease, right in the middle of the crease. I'm hoping for the best because I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm switching to a LBE1. I just want like a wash of this on my crease as like a base to throw other colors on top, but I want to like build it as I go. So the next shade I want to take is called Heron. This is like really light blue, and I kind of want to take this right in the inner portion, kind of blending into the other shade, and then going back into the first shade, and I'm just gonna like blend them together. To deepen up this look, I am taking this really deep purple shade. It's called Violet, and I'm just gonna add this to like the outer corner of my eye, mixing it with the Minnow shade. We're kind of using the gray to like blend these colors together. It's kind of working though. Really enjoying how this is going for me. Like, I really like it. It's pretty, and like these colors look nice together. I figured they would, but I wasn't sure, so I'm happy to see this. This looks really cool. I'm gonna take the NYX glitter primer now. I'm gonna add that kind of like in that empty space. I'm gonna take the shade Helonious, very pretty shade. I'm going to kind of add this to this inner corner part where that blue is. Really nice. The next shade I want to take is called Crawdad. This one looks to be like very shifty, so I'm very excited. Really cool. It shifts from like green, purple. Very cool. I'm going to take the shade in the palette called Starlight. Just a little, and I'm gonna add that in the center. We're seeing how this is gonna go. Very shifty, but I'm in love. I'm gonna take the shade Nocturnal, and I'm gonna use that to line my top lash line. I'm going to pop on a pair of lashes, and I will be right back. Alright, here is look number 2 with lashes on. I'm obsessed with both of these looks. I think they're both really unique, very sparkly, very pretty. I am giving fairy vibes, which I'm living for, but like in the best way. We're gonna go into some lower lash line eyeshadow. So for the green eye, I'm going into my Danessa Myricks Multichrome Liner in the shade Emerald. I'm gonna line my waterline with this. I'm going to take the shade Dragonfly, and I'm gonna run that on my lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Pollywog, and I'm gonna add this right in my lower lash line, connecting it to the inner corner. And I'm going to take the shade Nocturnal, and I'm going to add that to deepen up the lower lash line. I'm gonna take this shade called Minnow. I'm gonna run this shade on my lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Heron, and I'm gonna add that in the inner portion of my eye, kind of connecting it. I'm going to take this shade called Violet, and I'm just gonna add this on the outer edge of my lower lash line. And to line my eyes, I'm taking the Danessa Myricks Multichrome Liner in Jade and the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Actin' Up. It's the multichrome. I'm gonna start with the purple, and I'm gonna add this towards the end, like right where that purple is on my eye. And then towards the inner portion, I am gonna go in with Jade. And it's like such a subtle detail. I don't think anyone else is really gonna notice, but I will notice, and I'll be like, ah, that's so pretty. And to highlight both looks, I am gonna take the shade Moonshine. I don't know if this shade is like moonshine like alcohol moonshine, or moonshine like moonshine. Maybe it's a multi-vocabulary, I don't know. But I'm gonna take this on the inner corner and the brow bone. You can have ultra sparkles everywhere because we're leaving them. And these are the completed eye looks with the Moonlit Marsh palette. I am so impressed. I am so happy with these looks. You guys have no idea. So what are my thoughts on the Moonlit Marsh palette from MBA Cosmetics and Basket Case Beauty on Instagram? You guys, this palette is so pretty. I'm so happy I picked this palette up. I don't know how long this palette will be available for, but I would say pick it up if you are interested in this color story. These shimmers are so pretty. If you like to sparkle, if you like to shine bright like a diamond, I feel like this is perfect for you. I just want to continue playing, right? I wish I had a third eye so I can play with more colors. I love the packaging. I love everything about this palette. I do think it was a little pricey, but now using it, I can see the price point. I can see it. The shades that I used are all beautiful. They all applied very nicely. They all blended very nicely. I can see the price. Goodbye. I like this palette a lot. I feel very creative when I look at it, and that's like how I know I have a good palette on my hands, when I can see like endless looks in my head. I'm like, that's a good palette. Congratulations to Basket Case Beauty. They are amazing. I recommend following. I really recommend following them. I've been following for a while. When I saw they were coming out with this, I was like, now is my chance. I've been wanting to try this brand for a long time, and now that I have, I really like their formulas, and I'm really excited because that means I have another indie brand that I can keep my eye on, because I love indie brands and I love supporting indie brands. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. It was just a fun eye look and I really liked it. Look how dark my eye bags look. Damn. Hopefully the camera does the camera thing and focuses on this, because it needs to. If you can hear like noise in the background, I am doing laundry. It is what it is. It is late. It's 8:39. But we gotta get shit done here. It just doesn't do itself. We gotta work. I feel like Kim Kardashian. You gotta work. It feels like no one wants to work these days. It's because we're not paying people enough to. I should have said violet, but purple is just what came out, so. It's happy. Helonious? I'm gonna take the shade I'm hungry. I'm gonna take the shade Polywag. I'm gonna run the So what are my final thoughts on the NBA Cosmetics X back? So what are my thoughts on the NBA Cosmetics X? So what are my thoughts on the NBA Cosmetics X Basket Case Beauty palette? So what are my I love it. I love it.